Uranium Friends, Can Alaska CVV on the TSX call out by MJ on Twitter. Thanks for the call out. Thanks for the request because, I'm looking at it. It's kind of interesting. So, weekly chart. This is the news, right, of the good drill results. But it doesn't, we've seen these technical moves before, okay? Maybe every single one of them has news, but there is a little bit of a commonality with all of these big moves that we have to, just pay attention to, right? So, when doing technical analysis on these smaller names, I'm not going to sit here and say that you can do all these chart patterns and it's much harder to trade. So, I'm always going to approach something like this for myself as like a positional guy. So I'm always going to try to be, just trying to make one or two trades as far as like accumulation and maybe one or two trims into strength so I can kind of reduce my risk. So it's much different than playing a big board name where I can just keep flipping constantly and putting stop losses in and bracket orders and whatnot. Different animals. So you have to look. I mean, I personally just look at like these weekly charts. They give me some good guidance. So anyway, ransom fibs, bull flag still alive at the 382 retracement of this last move. But what I have to do, when I look at things like this, I'd look at behavior. I try to find behavior patterns. So in the life of this stock, believe it or not, there's only been really two other instances of where a weekly bull flag actually confirms with follow through. There would be some contention on this one here, right? But I mean, you got a great bounce off of this support break, right? But it never really took out the resistance on that weekly bull flag that formed here. So this one confirmed nicely. This one, it's a fight. That's a battle. I would say it didn't. This one confirmed fairly well as well. This was the big one, right? So, May of 2016 rather. Yeah. Back then, good confirmation. So, and if you look, there's a ton of weekly bull flags everywhere. Here's one. Nope. Nope. Each one of these could be looked at. This one looks like, this could be a weekly bull flag here and confirm. So anyway, there's a lot of weekly bull flags all throughout here that they just don't confirm. So the odds is that they don't confirm. But what's bullish right now? It is a weekly bull flag. It is a monthly cup and handle coming into formation that we'd be keeping an eye on, right? A lot of resistances up here, back up with a monthly bull flag, trying to test it again. No volume resistance up here. So, there's a longer term bullish setup. And, the space in general has this. That doesn't mean that we're not going to get consolidation, right? That doesn't mean that it just comes back. This thing can come back maybe to 50 cents and it's still pretty good. It's a buy signal if it comes back to 50 cents to me. I mean, that's kind of where I'm going to be looking at it, actually, and that would be the golden pocket of this Fibonacci retracement. It would also be in a lot of this chop area here. So to me, it's a great spot personally as a buyer, probably where I'm going to be looking to be a buyer. Maybe scale in a little bit here, scale in a little bit here, and use this as my stop loss area. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how the action's going to go, but that would be kind of the way I'm looking at it. So the daily is like, it's tough to even glean anything off of this, right? So there's your huge gap up on the drill results. One would say off those drill results, this thing is now re-rated. And the chart is starting to tell you that it's a possibility, right? So it's kind of broken out of this longer little EQ that we've had here, right? A little bit of an EQ that was kind of chopping around through. Depends on how you want to set this up, but let's just say it's kind of like right here, right? So you have a little bit of an EQ and it's kind of, retesting the top of that equilibrium, which is perfectly fine and normal. It's kind of what stocks do, right? So we could expect an overshoot and they'd probably be buying opportunities. And then it just becomes a matter of, risk tolerance, and the fundamental guys are going to know better, right? I don't know how great these drill results are, comparatively speaking. I don't know what the type of, and this is where fundamental guys really win at this game, in situations like this. But there's many facets to the markets, right? So I will never say that fundamentals aren't important. I personally think they are. I just put more weight in the technicals. I like when I try to combine them both, but I'm a little bit heavier on the technicals. So I mean, that's the way it looks to me. Long term, bullish cup and handle. Weeklies, bull flag, monthly bull flag, daily. Is the daily stretch? No, the daily's been doing some cooling off, but you look at this daily, what you can say is that there's a clear line of defense right at 68 cents. This is a pretty tight EQ here from let's just say from 60 to 68 right now. So it would make sense that it gets flushed to run some stops here into this gap. That's why the 50-cent area really looks more attractive to me than anything. So, Canalaska, over and out.